What's going on, everyone? My name is Youngster Jake, aka Pro Victini, aka the Victory Master himself, aka the Victory Pokemon himself. If you're new to this channel because of this tutorial, I welcome you. I do Pokemon content as well as tutorials on this, and you can expect a tutorial on how to add GBA files in the very near future, probably in a week from now actually as well. So I welcome you. Today we're going to be looking at something called the Twilight Menu plus. I found this little hack about a month ago and I've been tinkering around with it. Yes, I said tinkering. Funny times, eh? But no, I've been messing around with it and I'm really loving it actually. So what this hack does, by the way, you got to have a hacked 3DS or some sort of not capture card, sorry, some sort of flash cart in order for this to work. This also does work on your DSi. However, I've not tested it out. But there are tons and tons of videos for this little hack on your DSi. So if you got a DSi laying around and you want to play games off your SD card, this is the hack for you. You can, like I said, you can also do it on your 3DS, your new 2DS, and your old 3DS. I'll be doing this on the old 3DS today, actually. So I'll be showing you how to do that. As well, I'll be showing you how to add cheat codes to it and how to add themes to it. You can also play Game Boy games on it. However, I have not figured out on how to do that. I would like for that to work very much, but that's why we're going to be doing a different method for that, just because I don't know exactly if this method works on the 3DS. I know that the game GBA Runner 2 works on the Nintendo DSi. So without further ado, you're going to need an SD card, at least 4 gigabytes. You're going to need a hacked 3DS or some sort of flash card for this to work. Will the steps work that I'm showing you for a flash card? I believe they might to an extent, but I wouldn't go ahead and wreck your flash card because this tutorial is mainly for your 3DS that's hacked. So yeah, you also need some ROMs. I'm not going to provide a link for that. However, I can tell you where to find them. Go on Reddit. There's lots of places on Reddit that have little ROM sharing communities. So just go check them out on there. Without further ado, you're going to want to go ahead and extract your Twilight Menu zip file thingy-mabobber, the folder first, and then you'll have all this in here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and plug in my 3DS now, and we're gonna go ahead and put the SD card into our computer as well. Alright, so the first things first we're gonna do here is actually we're gonna go to our SD card here. We're gonna put that there for now, and then we're gonna go ahead and open up the Twilight Menu stuff we got going on here. So first we're gonna actually want to put the NDS and underscore NDS in the ROMs folder in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and actually just Control X that, which pastes to right to your directory of your SD card. So you're gonna have to go and hype it. You're gonna want to go ahead and copy that to your SD card. And then next thing I'm gonna do is actually want to go ahead and go to this and just copy this to your the root of your SD card as well. And then the last but not least is you want to go to your 3DS if you've got custom firmware, which you should, because otherwise those won't work. I'm gonna go ahead and just copy this as well. We're gonna go ahead and Control X that as well, like so. And there we go. And this is actually what installs the Twilight Menu. And I believe this is almost done. This takes a little while to do. So once your 3DS is booted up, it takes a little bit longer for mine because it's an older 3DS. You actually want to go ahead into your FBI launcher. I actually forgot to mention you have to have FBI launcher in order for this to work. Otherwise, it won't work. And then once this is loaded, it just takes a while here. You want to go to your SD card, your current directory. Just go to current directory. And you're just going to go install all CIAs. It's going to go, yes, we're going to do that. It's going to install the Twilight Menu GameBooter.cia and then the Twilight Menu.cia, and that's done. So now we can exit out of here. So you actually got to restart your system in order for the software to be added to your home menu. So we get just go ahead and restart your system, and then once that's done, there we go. Twilight Menu plus. We're gonna go ahead and actually open this up real quick, and while we're gonna do that, you'll see in a second here. It's just so that way the software actually gets all of the information it needs in order for us to put the cheat codes and such on it. So this is very vital that you don't mess up on this. It doesn't really do anything. It's just you want to select the right console, obviously. So we're gonna go ahead and yeah, I got the older 3DS, but if you got the newer 2DS or 3DS, you should select it, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this. And yes, I'm very sure that's what I have because it takes a very long time for stuff to load on this system. And look at that, it boots up as a Nintendo DSi little menu there. Cool. We got the Rocket Robs, this guy right here, he looks like a Pokemon trainer, honestly. So we're gonna go ahead and actually change a few settings on here before we actually jump into the cheat codes. Why, you may ask, just so that way I can show you how to do a few things on here. So we're gonna go ahead and the quick menu, we're gonna do that. Theme is DSi. Sort method, I usually do that by most played. Directory / folders, we're gonna keep that on show for now, but later on I'll take that off and I'll show you why you want to do that, just so that way, at least that's how I want to do it. Show hidden files, I would do that. Box art / game covers, that doesn't really work. If you know how to do that properly, you can go ahead and do that, but I have not found it to work at all for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hide that. Animate DS icons, yes. And then if you want to scroll through more settings, you press L or R. NDS ROMs, show. Rocket video, we're not gonna show that. We're not gonna show that, nor that. It's because I don't have any of those. Like I said, I don't know if it actually works on the 3DS. The GBA runner too. GBA runner, ion cache. Yeah, let's, sure, why not. Oops, changed something that I did not want to do. Yeah, let's do that. Language is obviously gonna be system. Color mode, I'm gonna keep that. Slot 1 micro SD access. We don't actually have an micro SD on this. We're gonna keep that. Nintendo DSi splash can show. We're gonna actually, what am I doing? Let's go show the health and safety messages, so that way it actually looks like Nintendo DSi. And this is what I want to disable right here, the Twilight Menu splash screen. I know we probably should give a shout out to Twilight Menu plus, but it's a hassle seeing that all the time, so we're just gonna go ahead and cancel that. And then we press B and it should relaunch the Twilight Menu plus for you. And now we're pretty much done there. This is actually how you change the settings as well. You can press here, and then this is where you go to your game directories and stuff like that. Yeah, we don't have any games on here right now. We just have, yeah, we got the Twilight Menu. Yeah, that's all we got right now. We're gonna put some games on there in a second though. And that's, yeah. Anyway, let's jump ahead into the actual putting the cheat codes on and the games for this, shall we? Alright, so once you're in your SD card and you're back on your computer and such, you want to go ahead and download the remaining folders / files I provided in the link down below. So the first one we're at is the cheat code database. You don't have to do this, it's just something I like to add, so that way I can have some little fun with the games I play. So we're going to go ahead and go into cheats here, and actually this is the one we want right there. And you want to go into your _NDS folder on your SD card and go to Twilight Menu. And if you haven't loaded anything like I have, there won't be this option. So you actually want to go ahead and create this folder called Extras. So I'm going to go ahead and create a folder called Extras, like so. And just copy and paste or extract this to that folder. And now you should be able to have cheat codes on your device. And I'll show you how to do that in a second on how to actually open up the cheat codes on the Twilight Menu plus. So now that that's done, the only thing that's really left to do now, at least in my case, is well, we're going to go ahead and copy our Pokemon Platinum to our NDS folder, ROMs folder here, and we're going to go ahead and put that in our NDS folder here. Delete that. On a side note, you can actually, if you play under the Decimate emulator, you can actually convert your save files and put them in there. They do work. I have tested it out. I had a save file Pokemon Platinum from I think 6 or 7 years ago that I actually was able to play the other day, and I was really happy about that because that was my childhood right there, man. So we actually have themes going on here as well. If you want to go ahead and get some themes, you can. They already have the themes that we already have in here. It's just an ACT menu and the R4 menu, so I'm not really gonna go ahead and bother with that because the Twilight Menu already has this built in. But there's a link down below if you, for some reason, don't have that on your system. Maybe it's a DSi or something, or the flashcard users. So yeah, so now that's done. We got the cheat codes done. We got their DS ROM on there. Like I said, I'm not going to provide that ROM for you guys. And I do own Pokemon Platinum to those Nintendo pirates listening on this video. I do own the game. So yeah, we're done there. We can exit out of this now, and we can go ahead and boot up our 3DS again now. Alright, so we're going to go into your ROMs folder, and then just go to the folder which you put your Pokemon, or whatever game you put in, NDS. And there should be Pokemon Platinum there. There we go. And yeah, so now it should boot from this folder whenever you play it. But we'll just have it so it shows all the folders for now. It does take a little longer to load on here because it is an emulator on an SD card, but it does run flawlessly. Like it really does. I haven't had no problems with it whatsoever. Like I said, there are a few games that don't work properly on it where you get some audio stutter and such, but that's what you can expect from this, right? Like it's an emulator on an SD card. You're not gonna expect it to run flawlessly right off the bat. And for like, I think this hack's been out for like more than 2 years. It's a really cool hack, and it's really awesome. Like I have no complaints with this. I really like the Twilight Menu plus thing. So that's that. If you want to know how to exit out of the game, you actually just press LR and the D-pad down plus B, and you should be able to exit out of the game like so. Hold it down for 2 seconds also, by the way, and it should reboot the whole thing for you. Maybe if it crashes on you, then well, that happens. Just don't be concerned about that. It does happen. It happens to me sometimes as well. So that's that. How you install your ROMs and such. The last thing I'll show you is how to actually access the cheat codes and such. Alright, so in order to access your cheat codes on this, if you have loaded them, you want to press Y on whichever game you're playing. For us, we put on Platinum, and then it'll say cheat codes X. We'll boot that, and if we all did right, there you go. You got all your cheat codes there. There's a lot here, actually. I've never even checked these out before, but there's a lot of them here. And so yeah, there we go. That's how you do the cheat codes as well, and how to set up your Twilight Menu plus to play awesome games on your SD card. And it's really just, I love this thing, honestly, especially because I've been able to play so many of my older games that I had save files on my computer from doing walkthroughs and such. It's been a blast from the past, honestly. Anyway, my name has been Youngster Jake. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you guys then, and remember to stay juicy.